Yay!
Sure you can.
I just pulled the line out of the little doodad. Oh shit.
There you go. Push the snippers on there all the way. They're not on all the way.
I probably shouldn't hang out under here while she's working up there.
No, you're fine. There you go. Yay.
There's one.
Yep, pull it out and throw it on the floor in there. Or don't. That's it. Boomer's eating a lawnmower now.
Is your duck broken or something?
Oh yeah, we know that. Yay!
I'm done with that.
There it is. This we want to save. This has her nuts on it. It's also got the little balance beam, which is very important for e-brake operation. Alright, cool. Alright, B under there is going to milk this brake line.
This one?
Yep, and milk it so it comes.
Oh!
Here it comes.
I stabbed myself with it, apparently.
It might be a little greasy.
You see
You
that?
have that pink rag behind you over there. You might want to hand that to her. It might be of use.
Whee!
That came out quick. Jeez.
Giggity.
Yeah, I expected it to get stuck or bound, and it did not.
It did not.
Now we have a regular for you.
Thanks.
And then the other side, we need to do the same thing. And here's the other e-brake line. I thought we already moved these, but apparently we did not. And hopefully this one will come out just as easy as the other side did.
Ooh, it's yummy.
There it is.
Just came apart.
There it is. And they're out.
And
Nothing
it's
to
out.
it. Nothing to it at all. Okay, smile. Look at that. You smiling too? Welcome back to DuckmanCycles and VW Garage. I'm your host, the Duckman. And this is
B. McQueen.
also with,
Aislinn.
and we're glad to have these ladies out today because we're going to continue working on this Karmann Ghia. Now, the couple of them have, what have you got?
Emergency brakes?
Emergency brake whips. Am I right?
Yes.
Now you have a whip bone, kinda. Am I supposed to do something with it? I don't know. I can't make sense out of that one. Anyways, we'll be installing these e-brake cables today. We're also going to finish up hooking up the brake lines on the Karmann Ghia. We have a brake pedal assembly that's going to get de-rusted. I know how much you guys love the de-rusting videos, and we're going to be doing that just the same. The two ladies here will be working, as well as I, maybe out of frame, so you guys don't have to look at me doing it, because it's just not the same. But,
Yeah, I just don't know what's different about it.
I don't know
Finger
either.
on it.
Something different. Maybe it's the hair. I think it's the hair.
Yeah.
It's the hair.
We should
You
get
guys
you
like
waxed.
chest hair? What do you think?
Ooh,
Comment
that'd
down
be
below.
fun. Can we do a video of that?
My chest hair?
Get you
Wax
waxed.
you.
Want to wax me?
Yeah.
Comment down below, guys, if you want to see that. If you do, if we get enough comments, I tell you what, if this video gets to 1,000 likes, I will let them wax my chest.
Yay!
1,000 likes. We'll make a video of them waxing my chest, separate from the DuckmanCycles stuff, of course. But we'll make sure that they can hurt the crap out of me.
Did it right on the nipple.
There's no hair on my nipples.
Doesn't matter.
We'll make him a man-o-lantern.
1,000 likes, you guys. It's actually not that much because usually we get about 500, 600, 700 anyway. So I probably just sold myself way short. I'm gonna get abused for this one. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out DuckShit.in for all of its social media links. Both the ladies have YouTubes. Both the ladies have Instagrams. I've got YouTubes. I've got Instagrams. We've also got Patreons. Aislinn will be setting up a Patreon sometime soon.
Yeah, it's up. It hasn't done much.
It's been her birthday this past week, and not a single one of you sent her a gift.
Shame.
Check out DuckShit.net, find the address there, and make sure you send her something over. And we'll open it up on video, of course, so whatever it is you guys send over. She doesn't want anything big or impressive. I still say you gotta send her something expensive because I don't have no money. But she just wants like a postcard or something, so surprise us. See what you can do. Anyways, we'll be back right after the intro. Whoop, almost knocked the camera down!
I can't hold this forever. Today!
That's the grease down here. It might be easier if you move the grease a little closer to you. That way you can keep swapping back. But the idea is you want to grease this as it goes into place, because otherwise if it comes back and forth, or yeah, just grease it right on there. Oh my. Well, you're experts with the little ones there, huh? We could have got along real well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would know.
That's it. In it goes. And be real careful when you slide your fingers on that cable, too, that you don't catch one of them assholes in the wire. You probably won't, because this is a brand new one. But if you're greasing up an old one and putting it back in,
I found it on the old one.
Yeah, sometimes these things are frayed, and you have one little wire that's sharper than hell, and it'll catch you, and it'll get you good. And we'll show you a little war wound in a little while here. And apparently the other cable came out and whipped you, I guess?
I think either it whipped me or the end got me when I pulled it.
Be sleepy, sleepy. Okay, now, on the other end of that wire, pull that out. Slide that end in first up on the top here. Top. Push that in all the way.
Oop.
Yeah, hold it up and push it in. It's not in.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta get
Okay.
here.
Sometimes they don't go in all the way. The first time you pull the e-brake handle, it'll go in. There you go. You got it.
Right.
And it'll go in the rest of the way when we pull the handle. Okay, now on the bottom, pull that cable out.
Pull it out?
Yeah, pull it out. Until you start seeing grease. There it is. And then start greasing and slide it in. Pretty decent, huh? This way you get the whole thing. That's all there is to it. All right, you got to run that line up on through here now, around that shock. And it's going to go up and over the top of the trailing arm, which is this part. The old stock cable used to go down underneath, but this is the way these run, so that way they're up and out of the way. Is it having trouble going around the rubber gogie? It might be.
You want it that way?
Well, it looks like the rubber gogie might be in the way. No, it's good. It's good. Actually, it's a little tight. I didn't expect it to be as snug as it is, but it is a little snug, but it's going to get in there just fine. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Because the spring doesn't quite get in there all the way. Oh, it's so close.
Now, the little ball end that was there,
Yeah.
pull it out of there. There you go. Just pull it back a bit. Shove the spring in there. Yeah, you got it. In the spring goes.
Dang it.
You can even pull this back a little bit if you need to.
Does the which end does the washer go on?
On the inside. Right, and then that goes like that, and then pull the whole thing back together. Now, there's a little circlip that's supposed to go on here. For some reason, this kit didn't include them. I don't know why. Maybe we lost them. Maybe they weren't in the box. I have no idea. Regular hardware store typically has them. I know where to find them in the Lowe's around the nuts and bolts aisle. So we're going to just grab a couple of them this week and just clip them on in there, and that'll solve that problem. But this side is pretty much done, except for what we need to do on the inside of the car. But you're halfway there, so we just need to hit up the other side and repeat process.
Hey. So
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, you're pooping or something.
No.
Now, for those of you that ever installed an e-brake cable on an old Volkswagen before, this part is a real bitch. I'm sure the easier way to do it is to remove that handle, but if you remove that handle from on there, it's rusted. Typically, the clips are rusted on it, and it's just a real pain to get the little fulcrum point out of it, so I don't do that. I try to leave them in place and then fish it out, and that's what B's working on right now. So the cables are down inside the tunnel. They're exposed where you can see them, but you got to get them up and above the tunnel so that way they wrap around the e-brake handle. I wish I could even film what you guys should be seeing on the inside, but it's just not possible. Camera's not small enough. Maybe I can grab my butt-holoscope and I can show you from inside, but I don't have it here today. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? Giving colonoscopies?
Yes. Put it way up in your cervix even.
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
what's it hitting? It's hitting something.
Alright, you've managed to get them cables snakied up. I see them down here. Good job, 1 and 2. You got that balance beam there in your right hand. That's going to go over the tops of them. And it's going to go over the little dick on top. And you got it all set up. And the little dick is protruding. Fantastic. Now you have a set of nuts there. A couple acorn nuts with the rounded bulges on them. That's it. They go downward just like that. They are brand new threads on those, so they should thread on pretty easy. You got the ratchet there if you want to just put it on there and spin it around. Hopefully it doesn't turn the whole cable. Sometimes that happens too.
Yeah.
You might have to click the ratchet. Yeah. Or just spin it around like a helicopter. And perhaps using your other hand, hold the cable underneath there. Right. Just press it against there. And spin. And hopefully they're the right length. Sometimes they're not. There's ways to deal with that if they're not. Yep, just spin them, spin them, spin them. It's going to take a lot of turns. Hitting up the other side there. Same process. Turning, turning, turning. We're just trying to get them tight enough. Or as they say in German, guten tight.
Oh my god. Okay, that was good. I'll give you that.
That's what she said. Yeah, guten tight.
So
Yeah, das ist guten tight, yeah?
It keeps turning.
Yep. Yeah. Twist these a little bit so you're up. There you go. And that way the ratchet doesn't slap into the e-brake. Or you could do it that way too. Alright, we got into a little bit of a problem here. It's a small problem, it's not a big deal. But these inner wires, the cables that she's tightening the nuts on here are actually correct. They seem to be right. But the outer wires, these guys, actually look to be about 1 inch short. If that were the case, these would... Let me correct that. If these were correct, these cables would run around the rubber gogi here that goes on here as the bump stop and completely clear it without having issues of binding. And she wouldn't have to tighten the things down completely or all the way as she's done here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make some little spacers, and we'll show that in a later video, but that'll make them fit better. I think you're in a good spot actually where you are. You don't have to tighten them down all the way.
Okay.
That's just so we know where they are so they don't get lost. Just make sure they're on there a few turns and they'll be good.
Okay.
All right, under here, you got your last brake line right there on the master cylinder. You see that nice little piggy tail coil that we made? You did that on purpose because the cable, or not the cable rather, but the line was a little bit long when I made it, which isn't a problem. A little piggy tail made up for the difference. You notice it has some really nice bends in it. It looks great. So she's got to pull out the little rubber nipple, which she's already done, and get that out of the way. Something else we forgot down here, I just noticed this, when I'm pulling on, is our speedometer cable.
Speedometer.
Yeah, we need to hook that up later too.
I thought we broke that.
Did we?
Yeah, we
Looks
had...
good to me.
Oh, maybe not.
No, if not, we'll just get a new one. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, getting that last line in there. Everything should be centered. Shouldn't put up too much of a fight, I wouldn't think.
Oh, it's turning down.
Uh-oh.
Can you hand me that, please?
I'll try. It went all the way through.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. I'm just trying to get this started so it'll stay in place.
What you might need to do, and I can see it from this angle, but you really can't, is that this actually needs to go kind of up.
Oh, perfect.
And needs a little bit more of a bend in it. Because that's f***ing teamwork!
I think it went.
I think you're right.
Perfect.
There you go.
12. Other side. Other side.
And then once you get that snugged up, we're going to bend it out of the way a little bit so it doesn't touch the other line. Because vibration will cause one to wear through the other. It will actually knock a hole in it.
Aw, man.
Oh, look at that.
Sprang right out of
Man, we're going to do that again.
Stop it. Okay, I got it.
You got my finger.
Oh, take your finger.
That's my finger. I did not sell that to you. Yeah. What do you want to use my finger for? Nothing? It's going in a nothing pie.
Ooh.
Are those threads catching okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
Well, you shouldn't need to turn it by a wrench when you first start turning it, because if you do, you might cross-thread and you won't know. You should be able to get it finger-turned.
I can't move it anymore.
If you can't, then it might be cross-threaded. I'm looking at it. Hang on, move your hand. Just making sure that everything looks straight, because if for some reason it's cross-threaded, you will mangle it. Yeah, it was cross-threaded. I'm glad it came out.
Some bitch.
Yeah, you should be able to tighten it with your fingers at least a turn. That way you know you get it started. Seems to be good. I got a finger tightened from under here. I had a better angle looking at it, so I got it started. The brake line, being coiled as it is, it needed a little more tweaking to make sure that it went in perfectly straight. It was off by just a couple degrees, and of course, if it's off by a couple degrees, you'll cross-thread it. And that's what's starting to happen, but I think we're pretty good. Should turn real easy, right?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, you don't have a lot of range of motion in there, so do the best you can. Of course, there's some extra out there that's going to tell us we should use a different tool.
Be my guest.
You should be using this and this and this, and you should be doing it from the position that you're shooting from the camera. What the hell? Always an expert, you know.
Yeah, the armchair quarterbacks.
Right. The ones that I love the most is when I take out the bolts from the underside of a Volkswagen engine when I'm removing the engine. You should use a ratchet on those. You can't fit a ratchet in there. And even ratchet wrenches don't fit too well in there, so that's not an option either.
God. I really don't have much of a range of motion.
No, there's not. The whole steering rack is in the way. I wonder if I can help you at all. Let me see if I could.
It's not gonna really
That didn't help?
No. This kind of slides on it about here, and then it only has that far to go.
Should be able to go down further, I would think.
No.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, not quite.
It's not an option to flip the wrench over either, is it? Way down.
Huh?
You gotta go all the way down. Flip the wrench over, and then go all the way down. And then hook on there and lift. That might give you a little more motion. And then flip again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that flipsy I was teaching you last time. Oh, starting to snug up now. Doesn't matter anyway. Give me a little bit more on there. That's probably going to be about all.
Yep.
You think you're good?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Look at that. Nice old piggy tail into there. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Another fun time here getting these brakes done up on the Karmann Ghia. You saw us have a little trouble with some of the brake light wires. I think the switches are the earlier style switches, which have 2 pins. And don't hump me, you bastard. The the switches on a later model, Karmann Ghia or Beetle usually has 3 pins, and the 2 pins for some reason were closer together. I thought they were spaced the same way, but they're not, so we can't use them anyway, even if we wanted to. So we're gonna have to find the right switches, and I might even have a spare set around here, so we'll get it hooked up later. Boomer, stop biting and humping. Anybody have anything you'd like to interject? Anything you learned today that was special or unique, or anything you want to share for next time?
I got nothing.
I learned that Boomer doesn't like loud noises.
That too.
Yeah, he gets pissed at me when he hears loud noises. Chases daddy, bites daddy, and then sometimes humps, which is what he's trying to do right now, and I'm not having it. That's it. We're going to hold you in a submissive. Now you can't hump. Ha ha. Ha ha. See his feet. Ha ha. Anyways, as always, licky, likey, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to pluck those dingle bellies so you get updates every time I upload a video. Check out duckshit.net for all our different social media links. Multiple YouTubes between all 3 of us. Multiple Instagrams between all 3 of us. Even Boomer might have one someday soon. Hey, Boom. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Alright, this is what the asshole of a wire will do to you. Check that out. Almost looks like it has stitches in it. It's got all like lines through it. Where your skin kind of stretched as it poked you.
Yep.
So that's why you don't rub on a cable, especially an older one, because sometimes they have an asshole in the wire. That's what my dad used to call it. It's a frayed end, it's in the middle of the wire, you slide your hand down or any other part of your body and it will tear your flesh right off. But you survived that one.
Yeah, that one just kind of whipped out because it took a lot of force to pull that line out, and as it came out, it just right at the end of my arm.
But you didn't die. You made it.
Facts.
Did you survive?
I survived with my bare minimum work.
In that case, we're gonna put you to work on another project. Yay! It'll be an easy one though.
Yay!
All right.
Helping me pull the Ghia seats out of my truck.
That too.